Welcome to the Discourse Analyzer AI Toolkit, where articles come alive. You're hearing the audio version of our article. For the full text and an interactive experience, check out the link in the description below. Interact with any section using our AI assistant to enhance your understanding. Let's explore.
Sociocultural discourse analysis across contexts. The application of sociocultural approaches to discourse analysis across various contexts, education, workplace, and digital environments, offers profound insights into how language shapes and is shaped by societal dynamics. This methodological perspective emphasizes the influence of social interactions, cultural tools, and language socialization processes in constructing identities and mediating power. By examining these elements, researchers can uncover the nuanced ways in which discourse contributes to and reflects the learning environment, organizational cultures, and online communication patterns. This introduction sets the stage to explore how sociocultural discourse analysis not only deepens our understanding of linguistic functions in these settings but also informs practical interventions to enhance communication and learning. 1. Discourse analysis in education. The application of sociocultural approaches through discourse analysis in education provides a profound understanding of how language and communication practices shape and are shaped by the educational process. It examines the role of language in socializing individuals within educational settings, fostering critical literacy, and integrating multimodal communications to enhance learning. Here's a deeper look into these facets. 1. Language socialization and discourse analysis in classroom interactions. This aspect focuses on how language use in educational settings contributes to socializing individuals into specific roles, identities, and communities. Through discourse analysis, researchers investigate the nuanced ways in which teacher-student and student-student interactions facilitate the learning of not just academic content but also social norms and cultural practices. This analysis can reveal how language is used to position individuals within specific social roles, mediating their access to knowledge, power, and identity within the educational community. It underscores the importance of language in constructing the educational experience, highlighting how it serves as a tool for both inclusion and exclusion. 2. Discourse analysis and critical literacy practices. Applying discourse analysis to examine classroom discourses illuminates how texts and spoken language function to reflect, reproduce, or challenge existing social inequalities and ideologies. This approach is central to developing critical literacy, where students learn to read texts not just for content but also for context, questioning the underlying assumptions, values, and power dynamics. By analyzing the discourses present in educational materials and classroom interactions, educators and students can become more aware of how knowledge is constructed and how it can either perpetuate or contest social inequalities. This awareness is crucial for fostering a more critical, reflective, and equitable educational environment. 3. Multimodal discourse analysis in learning environments. The educational landscape is increasingly multimodal, incorporating visual, textual, oral, and digital modes of communication. Multimodal discourse analysis in educational settings explores how these diverse forms of communication are integrated to construct meaning and facilitate learning. This approach recognizes that learning is not limited to verbal or written language but involves a complex interplay of multiple semiotic resources, including images, gestures, digital media, and the physical environment. By examining how these different modes interact and contribute to the learning process, educators can better understand how to design effective, engaging, and inclusive learning experiences that cater to the diverse needs and preferences of students. In sum, employing sociocultural approaches to discourse analysis in education reveals the multifaceted role of language and communication in shaping educational practices, identities, and knowledge construction. It offers valuable insights into the dynamics of classroom interactions, the development of critical literacy, and the integration of multimodal resources in learning environments. This understanding is essential for creating educational experiences that are not only informative but also transformative, equitable, and responsive to the complexities of social life. 2. Discourse analysis in the workplace. Sociocultural approaches within the context of the workplace focus on understanding how language and discourse shape and are shaped by the social, cultural, and institutional structures of professional environments. By applying discourse analysis, researchers and practitioners can uncover the nuanced ways in which power relations, identities, and organizational cultures are constructed, negotiated, and transformed through everyday language use. Let's delve into these aspects more deeply. 1. Institutional discourse analysis and power relations. In professional settings, the use of language goes beyond mere communication. It actively constructs and reflects the power dynamics within an organization. Through the lens of discourse analysis, examining the language used in meetings, emails, official documents, and even casual conversations reveals how power is enacted and contested. This analysis can show how language establishes hierarchies, delineates roles, and reinforces or challenges institutional norms. By understanding these dynamics, organizations can work towards more equitable and transparent communication practices. 2. Identity and professional practice through discourse analysis. Professional identity is not a fixed attribute but is constantly being negotiated and redefined through discourse. Discourse analysis helps uncover how individuals adopt, resist, or reshape professional identities through their interactions. This process is crucial in contexts where professional identities are tightly linked to expertise, authority, and social recognition. Analyzing discourse enables us to see how language choices contribute to the professional self that individuals project and how this self is received and validated by others within the workplace. 3. Organizational culture and communication. A discourse analysis perspective. Organizational culture encompasses the shared values, beliefs, and practices that influence how work is done and how members of the organization interact with each other and with external stakeholders. Discourse analysis provides a powerful tool for exploring how organizational culture is communicated, sustained, and transformed through language. By examining the narratives, metaphors, and communicative practices prevalent within an organization, researchers can gain insights into the underlying assumptions and values that shape organizational life. This understanding is essential for diagnosing communication issues, managing change, and fostering a culture that aligns with organizational goals and values. Overall, employing a sociocultural approach through discourse analysis in the workplace allows for a comprehensive understanding of the complex interplay between language, power, identity, and culture in professional settings. It illuminates how everyday interactions contribute to the larger organizational structure and dynamics, offering pathways to more effective communication, stronger professional identities, and more cohesive organizational cultures. 3. Digital discourse analysis. Sociocultural approaches, when applied to digital discourse analysis, offer rich insights into the complex, layered ways in which digital communication platforms shape and are shaped by social interactions, cultural norms, and individual identities. As digital platforms become increasingly central to personal, professional, and public life, understanding these dynamics through discourse analysis provides crucial insights into contemporary social processes. Here's a closer look at these aspects. 1. Social media and online communities discourse analysis. Social media and online communities serve as vibrant spaces for the creation and negotiation of cultural norms, identities, and relationships. Through discourse analysis, researchers can examine how language use on these digital platforms both mirrors and molds social norms and identities. This includes analyzing posts, comments, hashtags, and the interactive dynamics between users to understand how communities establish shared meanings, values, and practices. Such analysis also reveals how individuals perform and negotiate their identities online, often blending personal, professional, and public personas in complex ways. 2. Online discourses and public sphere analysis through discourse analysis. Digital platforms have significantly expanded the public sphere, providing a space for public discourse that is more accessible to a broader range of participants. Applying discourse analysis to online discourses allows researchers to investigate how these platforms facilitate or hinder democratic participation, public engagement, and civic activism. This includes analyzing how discussions on social issues unfold, how consensus and conflict emerge, and how digital communication practices both empower and silence voices. Understanding these dynamics is essential for assessing the health and vibrancy of digital public spheres and their impact on democracy and social change. 3. Multimodal and multimedia discourse analysis in digital platforms. The digital realm is inherently multimodal, combining text, images, sound, and video to create rich, complex messages. Discourse analysis in this context involves exploring how these different modes of communication work together to convey meanings, evoke emotions, and influence perceptions. This multimodal approach is particularly relevant in analyzing social media posts, online advertisements, and multimedia content, where the combination of visual, auditory, and textual elements plays a crucial role in message construction and reception. Understanding how these multimodal discourses function can offer deeper insights into how digital communication shapes and is shaped by cultural and social dynamics. In sum, employing sociocultural approaches to digital discourse analysis unveils the intricate ways in which digital platforms serve as arenas for cultural production, identity formation, and societal engagement. By dissecting the nuances of digital communication, researchers can uncover the underlying social norms, power dynamics, and cultural shifts that characterize our increasingly digital world. Conclusion: the exploration of sociocultural approaches through discourse analysis across educational, workplace, and digital contexts reveals the profound impact of language and communication on shaping individual identities, social relationships, and cultural norms. By dissecting the nuanced ways in which language functions in these spheres, discourse analysis not only highlights the complexity of communication but also offers pathways to understanding and navigating the social world. In education, it illuminates the processes of socialization, critical literacy, and multimodal learning. In the workplace, it sheds light on power dynamics, identity negotiation, and organizational culture. And in digital platforms, it unravels the intricate interplay of text, image, sound, and video in constructing contemporary social realities. Through these lenses, discourse analysis serves as a vital tool for critically examining and understanding the sociocultural fabric of our lives, advocating for more inclusive, equitable, and effective communication practices across all areas of human interaction. Frequently asked questions. What is discourse analysis in education? Discourse analysis in education involves examining language and communication within educational settings to understand how they contribute to socializing individuals, fostering critical literacy, and integrating multimodal communications for enhanced learning. It explores classroom interactions, the role of language in learning processes, and how various forms of communication are used to create meaning. How does language socialization occur in classroom interactions? Language socialization in classroom interactions occurs through the nuanced ways teacher-student and student-student exchanges facilitate learning beyond academic content to include social norms and cultural practices. Discourse analysis reveals how language positions individuals within specific social roles, impacting their access to knowledge, identity, and power within the educational community. What is the relationship between discourse analysis and critical literacy practices? Discourse analysis helps illuminate how classroom discourses reflect, reproduce, or challenge social inequalities and ideologies, playing a central role in developing critical literacy. It enables students and educators to critically engage with texts, questioning underlying assumptions and power dynamics to foster a more equitable educational environment. How is discourse analysis applied in the workplace? In the workplace, discourse analysis uncovers how language constructs power relations, negotiates professional identities, and shapes organizational culture. By analyzing everyday language use, such as in meetings or emails, it provides insights into the social, cultural, and institutional dynamics of professional environments. What role does discourse analysis play in digital communication? Discourse analysis offers insights into how digital platforms, through social media, online communities, and multimodal communications, shape and are shaped by social interactions, cultural norms, and individual identities. It examines the construction of meaning, community norms, and public discourse in digital spaces, highlighting the sociocultural implications of digital communication. How can discourse analysis enhance understanding of organizational culture? Through discourse analysis, researchers can explore how language communicates, sustains, and transforms organizational culture. By examining narratives, metaphors, and communicative practices, it provides a deeper understanding of the values and assumptions that underpin organizational life, aiding in diagnosing communication issues and managing change. Why is multimodal discourse analysis important in digital platforms? Multimodal discourse analysis is crucial for understanding how text, images, sound, and video combine to create rich messages in digital platforms. It reveals how these various forms of communication work together to convey meanings, influence perceptions, and shape social dynamics, offering insights into the complexities of digital communication. How does discourse analysis contribute to sociocultural understanding? Discourse analysis across education, the workplace, and digital communication contexts contributes to sociocultural understanding by revealing how language and communication practices are intertwined with social structures, cultural norms, and individual identities. It provides a framework for examining the ways in which language both reflects and shapes the sociocultural fabric of our lives.